Y'all, I got something to tell y'all. Y'all know I'm going through this rejection, right? I'm a heart transplant recipient. I've died 5 times. Not bragging, because, boy, that is nothing glorious about what I'm going through, okay? It's just the cards I'm dealt. I don't have no choice but to deal with it. So, I go to the doctor on the 12th to see if this rejection has gotten any better. And if it has not gotten any better, they want to discuss me going on these treatments that are in the chemo family, which I've already had, and I did it for 3 months and it didn't do anything. Like, it didn't make a change on my test results. So to me, that's not the right thing. Everybody's flying solo. Everybody's afraid. Everybody loves me. I love them. They have gotten a real close relationship with me and my family, and I truly believe my doctors and nurses and everybody that helped me have gotten a bond with me. Like, they're so close to me, and I feel like if something was to happen to me, like, it'll put a real stain in that hospital. You never know what you bring to that table, because when I go to that hospital, them people, when the word get there that I'm there, oh Lord, I had a whole hospital in my room trying to talk to me, wanting to comfort me, asking me, do I need anything? So this is the message that God gave me for the 12th. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I'm human, y'all. This stuff I go through is scary, and keep hearing that you're going to die, and you're not ready to die. You're young. This would be like premature. It would be unfair. It would just be wrong if I died. And I love God this much, and I get it. I understand this much. It would just be a spit in my face if God were to take me right now and showing me all this goodness. Like, why reveal all this goodness to me and then torture me with the thoughts and the death thing? So that's not of God, y'all. I'm glad I know that that's not God talking to me. God only speaks life. He only speaks life. So this is the message that God gave me. He told me, he said, remember Cain and Abel, Tasha? I said, yes, Lord. He said, do you know the significance of that story? I said, no, I'm not going to lie, Lord. No, I do not. He said, people think that I didn't like Cain gift. I talked to girl like I talked to somebody on the phone. So I'm paraphrasing what I feel in me, the telepathic messages that I get in me, okay? I'm standing my way so I could be me as much as possible. So don't think I'm sitting on here trying to be something that I'm not. This is me. This the real me. So he said, well, people think I dislike Cain Gift, but that was not the problem. He said, Cain disabled. Cain was always jealous of Abel. Cain was always trying to outdo Abel. Cain disabled. Y'all, you gotta pay attention to your words on my channel. Words are alive. They have personality and character traits, and we are in spirit, not flesh. So it's no argument over what I'm saying, okay? Because you got to be in the spirit to see if I'm telling the truth or not. So if you trying to attack me with your flesh, I feel so sorry for you, because baby, you not fighting me. God, if you only knew, you battling with something way more powerful than my little bit old self. But anyway, Cain disabled. Cain always was jealous of Abel. So at the moment, Cain wasn't all into his gift. You know how we be so jealous of people? They keep getting the good, they keep getting the good, and we start beating ourselves up because we be too focused on what this person doing and not focus on what we got going on and how we could perfect what we got going on. We just want to know why this person so jolly, why this person so happy, why God just so happy around this person. It was because Cain disabled. Do you know they said I'm disabled, right? I'm supposed to get a disability check. I have another person's heart in me. So my label is catastrophic, right? So I'm disabled. But y'all, I'm here to tell God right now, let's get this straight. I'm not Cain, okay? I don't know what the issue was with you and Cain, but I'm staying separate, right? I'm keeping my business. Cain and Abel business, Cain and Abel business. But I get it. I truly get it because Cain was the tiller of the ground. And when he got jealous because God accepted Abel's sacrifice, it was only because when he first saw Abel give, he was like, oh, I know what to do with that. I know what that can represent. You know, you shouldn't get mad if your ideal don't get picked and somebody else's did. Just wait your turn. Because you don't know where that person at in their mind when they see that gift. See, God saw salvation. When he saw Abel give, he saw a way for him to connect with his people. Like all type of idea. God get ideas. He get thoughts. They pop up. Just like in us. Remember, we're mimicking him. So Cain disabled. Like he said ugly things about Abel. He never had anything good to say about Abel. Now, if you think about Cain as a word, right? A living word. Cain is a crutch. Cain is a stick. So when he killed Abel, he became disabled. You see what I'm saying? He became afflicted, right? And God said, since you did this thing, you cursed. You cursed since you did this thing. So Cain curse is Cain is a cane. Cain is a walking stick. Cain got to hold his brothers up for the rest of their life. And since he was a tiller of the ground and he tried to bury Abel, a able, willing, bodied, loving person, since he buried an able person that God was able to communicate, a person that God was able to be with, a person that God was able to share his secrets with and his mysteries with, Cain tried to diss it and put it in the ground. But the ground said, what are you doing? He tried again. He did it again. The ground knew not to cover up your abilities, your ableness. The ground is not going to cover you. The ground is not going to support smothering you and burying you in your ability, in your ableness, in your willingness. That's not God. That is of the devil. That is why he said, you are ye your father the devil. It don't matter about the sex thing and how they say the devil, Eve had sex with everybody. No, go leave that flesh stuff alone. We're going for the spiritual meaning of things, right? So since he was a tiller of the ground, guess what sticks do? They hold up plant life. A cricket plant gets a stick to stand up straight. So he says, am I my brother's keeper? You see, he was being smart when he said, why your brother blood crying to me from the ground? Meaning you're identified through your blood. You're identified through God, through your feelings. You're identified through God because you are a part of him. You his heartbeat. You his nerves. You're his feelings. You that electricity that keep him going. That's how he identify you. So he like, why your brother blood crying for me? He said, I'm not my brother's keep. Like he try to be smart. But don't you know them very words turn him into his brother's keeper? Because guess what? He got to keep his brothers upright. He got to keep his brother held up. His brother got to lean on him. And he got to carry his brother where his brother need to go. He need to lead the way. He got to help the blind man that can't see. You see what I'm saying? He got to be that. That's why God said, ain't nobody going to touch him. Ain't nobody going to hurt him. And y'all forgot when he threw Cain out the garden, he threw Cain into the land of Nod. Do you know the land of Nod is the land of sleep? He put that joker to sleep and turned him into a stick. Just a little spiritual humor, but think about it. Am I lying? He put that joker to sleep and turned him into a stick and then said, ain't nobody gonna touch him. Ain't nobody gonna hurt him. I got a mark on him. And what do you do to your canes, y'all? Everybody put marks on their canes. Everybody identifies their canes right. And the cane is always, a person's hand is always on the stick of a cane. So you can use a cane as a weapon. You can beat somebody's butt with a cane. So you got to make sure that your hands are not on that stick with the blood on it and you putting it into the ground every time you walk. So I'm not disabled. I'm all for able. I'm all team able. I ain't disabled. They got me messed up. So I'm like, God, why is this rejection here? And I'm not being rejected because you accepted me. I'm accepted. Why do these people keep saying that I'm rejected? No, see, I'm supposed to fight that word rejection with the logos, which is a light word, which is a powerful word, which is no, I'm life. I'm life. You can't give life death. They don't go together. And I'm in God. How you find me? I'm in God. How you know what's wrong with me? I'm in God. How you gonna tell me I'm going to die? How are you giving me this news? My ears aren't even my ears. You speaking this stuff to God. You know, this is how you gotta think. Come away from it, y'all. Like when them bills come, say, oh, God, you got a bill. Detach from it. Don't worry about how it's gonna get paid. Just know God pay his bills. You gotta see that bill paid, and you can't see that bill paid outside of God. You can only see that bill paid inside of God. You can't see that healing outside of God. You can only see it happening on the inside. You see what I'm saying? So when your enemies looking for you, they can't see you. They see God. Oh, I hate for a person to come after me. Now I get why these two girls coming up in life, y'all. Your girl had 2 bullets. I had 2 bullets off the freaking chain. Do you know both of them heifers died with a shot to the head, gunshot? One by a boyfriend, the other one by a drive-by. All this was happening on the day they were supposed to beat me up. But God said, touch not my anointing, do my prophets no harm. You know, I used to feel like this invisible presence over me was so overprotective to every time. I try to sell dope, y'all. I try to be a dope girl because I've been on my own since I was 15. And I had a baby at the age of 15. Mom and daddy weren't having me. They didn't want to have nothing to do with me. The daddy dissed me, didn't claim the baby. So if I'm 15 with a baby, y'all, I'm going to do whatever I got to take to eat. I'm going to do whatever I got to take to live because I don't have a roof over my head. Right now, I'm out here like fair game for any abuser, dog, you name it. They hated me for having a baby. Like, they don't even know, like, the half of it. But I love my baby because guess what? Me and my baby, we rolled that shit out and we grew up together. And me and my baby straight. Me and my baby straight. Them same people, they not here no more. But me and my baby is. So, being spirit, God takes care of you in ways that you don't even know. But me being shunned and being pregnant at such an early age was nothing but God hiding my goodness. I didn't need to be around my family. My family was anyway, that's another story. But getting back to this spirit walking, y'all, you got a spirit walk so you could communicate with the creator because he's on the inside. So anything looking for you on the outside, just go in. Just go in and stay in there and don't worry about how it's going to take place. Just know, don't get plucked out. Don't get caught up in these conversations about Jews and Hebrews and Israelites. Don't get caught up on I got more money than you got. Don't get caught up on you too black and I'm too white. Don't get caught up on light skin in and dark skin out. Don't get caught up on fat is out and skinny is in or skinny is in and fat is out. Like, get just, I probably said that wrong, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. That stuff don't have no merit and it's weight, and you cannot take that mess with you on the spiritual side. Why y'all think Jesus had to get the sponge put in his mouth with vinegar and hyssop? It wasn't cause he was thirsty, boo. Vinegar used to dispel evil spirits. Hyssop was used to put on the doorpost so death can walk past the doorpost. Them two mixtures together went in Jesus' mouth because Jesus had to face death. He had to go to hell. He had to take the keys and he had to take the sting out of death. So he needed that. And he couldn't take none of them ugly words back to heaven with him. He couldn't take none of that blood-stained, bloodshed mess they were doing to that flesh. He couldn't take that with him. That's why when he looked up, he said, God, why have you turned your face from me? What's up? God couldn't watch because Jesus is his reflection. Jesus is his face. They were spitting God's face and didn't even know it. They were whooping God's face and didn't even know it. So God had to turn away, y'all. This stuff is deep. When he did give up the ghost, remember, the lightning came, the rocks was cracking open, y'all. Creation cried. Nothing is dead. So running around here doing stuff y'all think people don't know. You come out of that. Come out of that. But as for my doctors, I pray that they gone and stop worrying about me so bad and focus on the solution. Because I'm going to be okay. And I don't need a shrink. I don't need a psychiatrist. I know my signs. I know my wonders. Remember Nicodemus said, if you be the Son of God, then prove it. He said, how am I prove it to you when you got the Son of God sitting right here in your face talking to you and you don't even believe it? So I don't want to be that person, right? So I pay attention to my signs because I understand that words are alive. So while they giving me the death sentences, wah, 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 I'm sitting around looking at that ginger ale horse can. Looking at the horse on the ginger ale can, just thinking how strong my heart is, because that's what the horse is telling me, that it's a muscle and I'm good. And then the regiment they put me on is made from horses. You see, the horse got me, the animal plane got me. Then I have a nurse, it's a guy, he got a sunflower tattooed on his elbow. You see, the plant kingdom got me. So why am I going to worry when the plant kingdom got me? You see, I focus on stuff they don't focus on. This stuff just walks up to me and it's of God. I can identify with things in the Bible. I can identify with the word. See, pay attention to the word in the Bible, y'all. It ain't about the stories. The words. It's the words. Them words are people. Put flesh and character traits to them. Put dresses on them. Put hats on them. Put pants on them. Put suits on them. Put briefcase in their hand. The words are alive. And that's all I want to share with you guys. And that's what my channel is all about. So, sorry y'all didn't get to talk to me today. But don't worry. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I love you.